My name is Suzanne M. I am the acting senior librarian for digitization and special collections. We're working on a Safer at Home archive project in order to document the experiences of Angelenos during this COVID-19 pandemic. The goal of the Safer at Home archive is part of a larger effort that the LA Public Library is trying to do to democratize our archives. We want our archives to reflect the diverse communities of Los Angeles, and so we want to ensure that everyone is included in this archive. So traditionally, archives and archivists have been seen as custodians or gatekeepers of a historical record. And so it was the layperson didn't necessarily feel like they could contribute to. There were social political movements in the 60s and 70s that gave rise to community archives where different underrepresented groups, they decided to take documenting their history into their own hands and created these independent archives. The movement that we're seeing now is similar to that. We're seeing events like the Boston Marathon bombing, the Black Lives Matter movement, the women's marches. All of those have spurred this desire to archive those historical moments and making those efforts more participatory and more compassionate. What we're doing with the Safer at Home archive is it's all virtual, so we had to kind of reorient our approach, but the response has been really overwhelming. We've gotten almost 500 submissions. I haven't had a chance to look at every single one yet. There are a lot of photos of LA freeways, and people are just amazed that there's no traffic and views of LA with clear skies. I'm seeing submissions from students. They're not going to have a traditional graduation come June. What I would really love to see, though, is more submissions from the perspective of essential workers. And I know they're working hard and they probably don't have as much time to submit something, but that is one area that I think would really help round out the collection. People should submit to the Safer at Home archive because this is their opportunity to help write history as they've lived it. Everyone who's living through the COVID-19 pandemic has a perspective to share that can help tell a more complete story of what it was like to live through this pandemic in LA. And they would also be lending a hand to making sure that those materials are preserved for future generations, for students and researchers down the line who want to study this phenomenon.